Middle school. This is the year whenever kids form into teenagers. Now, a lot happens during middle school. We finally hit puberty and we start to grow. And this comes with a lot of lore and crazy ass stories that we tell to our grandchildren. So as a matter of fact, let's get started with middle school lore. Lunch could either be filled with the most memories or the most treacherous stories of you getting sniped with a sandwich.
I don't want that shit.
Anyways, food fighting at the lunch table is one of the most colossal fights you'll have. It's the closest thing we'll get to the Coliseum in this new day and age. It really depends if you go to a normal school or one of those preppy public schools, but the school food is most likely chum bucket slop. Now, what isn't slop is being at lunch itself. Before high school, the whole grade had a lunch together, so I was able to sit with my friends every single day, and we had one of the most banger lunch tables of all time. Don't even think about your dream blunt rotation. Think about the Akatsuki assembling the Avengers. That's how my lunch table was. Nothing but jokes and laughs were cracked at that table. Pause. Now I have a little story for the lunchtime. So basically, back when I sat at this lunch table, it was about 10 of us, so it was a pretty big table. The main people important in this story is one of my athletic friends, my big brolic bowling ball friend, me, my skinny little twig friend, and two of my normal friends, which for the story I'll call them Jai and Uven. Now Uven was getting trolled really hard this day at the lunch table, and everyone thought he was just gonna sit there, be chill, take it, laugh it off, and all that. Now my skinny twig friend was messing with them, my bowling ball friend was messing with them, my athletic friend was messing with them, and me and Jai were just sitting there. Maybe we filled into the fire a little bit by instigating. Now my friend Jai is a Mark Phillips level instigator. This man can instigate anything just by his laugh alone. Now, as I was spectating from my peripheral, I saw a little bit of rage in Uven's eyes. Now, for me, I thought he was just chilling, he was just playing, but I guess behind the scenes, this man was raging like Hulk. Now, everyone was playing with them, saying that they were gonna throw an Uncrustable at him. My athletic friend gets up and tries to throw the Uncrustable at my friend Uven, and he thought the bowling ball friend threw it, and out of rage, he just chucked the motherfucking Uncrustable. It grazed his head and exploded on impact on a whole different tribe behind us. This man Uven was completely fuming at this point. His AI was activated. That stands for anger issues. Remember that. And after this, we got sent to the office and all of us got interrogated like grade A criminals. But everyone ended up getting off scot-free, and it wasn't really that big of an issue. It's just funny to look at from now on, especially in the future. Now also, there's another thing that we need to speak about.
I can see you through walls.
Now, the school bathroom is a sacred dimension that is different from our own reality and physical world. Every time between class change, I would always peep down there and the whole school would be in one bathroom. If you're someone trying to take a shit in a class change bathroom, be prepared for the worst hellish experience of your life. You're like getting raided by a whole horde of zombies on Days Gone. And people would scrap in that bathroom all the time, and it would take teachers a whole 5 minutes to separate the entire fight because of the amount of vicinity of students they have to go through. I walked into the bathroom one day and I realized how many people are in this bathroom. Like, the whole school is literally in one bathroom. What could be so important during class change that the whole school has to be in one singular particular bathroom? And there'd always be this one kid cock watching you while you're trying to take a piss, and you just have to sit there and watch him stare off into the space of your pants. And yes, everyone was probably expecting me to come on here and be like, oh, smokers, chiefers, all this in middle school. No, we were a different type of school. My middle school was literally just rampage in a bottle. Now, speaking of rampage, let's go on to our next topic. It's PA time / recess. And our middle school got approved for PA time, or recess is basically what it is. And we just go outside for 30-40 minutes before lunch. And I've seen everything at PA time. I saw the girl get her head kicked in at a baseball field. I've seen a dude get dragged through a woman for a high five. I've seen a basketball tournament. I've seen somebody get jumped. I've seen so many things at a PA time that is just unfathomable to think about. Now, this is one of the most important stories I will ever tell on this channel. This is how I got my community, GG. This is how I got its name. I'll explain it in a minute. but whenever you join my members only or my membership thing, which is the cheapest I did, because like, why would I make you spend $6 for a membership? Who do you think I am, Elon Musk? But let's get to the story. Now this all starts in 7th grade whenever my friend made a gang, quote unquote, called Green Garden GG in his art class, and he told me about it, and of course I joined it. So me, Uven, and Jai, the two I talked about earlier, were the founding fathers of GG. Now this thing didn't really pick up until 8th grade whenever we talked about history and how the government was started in the US. Now we basically had a council meeting at the Akatsuki lunch table that I talked about earlier, and one of my friends became one of the leaders, or tried to become one of the leaders in an election. Now the problem is he was very new to the gang and he didn't even know anything about it. He wasn't there when it was created, and the person that was elected to run against him was me. And we took a council vote and I made a couple stupid jokes, but also my good intentions were in heart. Now we came to a tie at one point. And I tried to make a president. I was like, you run for 1 week and I run for 1 week, and whoever had the better week is the president. He didn't really like this idea that much. So the night goes on and our group chat for GG keeps on sparking up and everyone's talking. And then the clock strikes 10. It turns out the man that I was running against started a revolt union against me called RO, or this is really corny, Rizzler, Ohio. Now I thought this was very disrespectful. They tried to basically take out all of our founding fathers, Uven and Jai. Now I wasn't having it. So at 11 p.m. I declared war on RO for that Thursday day. So we get to preparing for the war and we knew that we were outmatched because it's just the 3 of us against 8 different people. So we tried to get numbers and recruited people, and this sparked throughout the school and everyone made their own quote unquote gang. We had the common citizens, we had Biggie Block, we had the MC, which stands for the Mexican you know, and I promise you I'm not being racist or anything. That's literally what they named it. Don't come after me in the comments. Now the MC was a huge gang and they were independent. They weren't working with RO, but they weren't hurting RO, if you know what I mean. And we started recruiting people in, and our numbers went from 3 to 10 and 11, and we outmatched RO in numbers. Now we needed to outmatch them in strategy. Because guess what? We're going against 3 future AP students, by the way. Now let me break this down to you before we get into the more harder stuff to comprehend in this. So we had a massive plot of land that we had to work with. We had the whole front land of the PA time field. RO had the 4 square area in the parking lot. The MC had the field from the right hand side of where we were, and Biggie Block had the whole baseball section in the back. So we were disputed about land and borders. Now with me being the military leader and president of GG, I wanted to merge with Biggie Block so we can have connections to win this war, because the MC was land hungry and they wanted to find every plot of land that they could take from us, and the RO was just ready to go to war with us and ready to take everything from us. So we had common denominators that brought us together and merged as one into BGGG. In short terms, it's Beej. Now we merged together and the war was about to start. We now have the King Crash Out, the school Crash Out on our side. So we have a secret tank weapon, nuclear bomb type thing on our team. Now the day comes and the war starts and everyone's out there fighting and taking each other on. And guess what? The whole point of the war for us to win was to get the 4 square ball and throw it into the river or the pond over there. So you know what we did? We ended up getting it through hard, intense battling and fighting and sweat and tears, and got it into the pond and won the war.
We did it!
We ended up making agreements with RO and making peace with them and becoming a peace gang together. But right after we did that, the MC took control of our leader, and as the war general, I did what I should. I ran into the fire of the pit of the MC, grabbed Jai, and ran out of it unscathed with a couple pencil marks. And did I forget to mention that the MC's secret weapon was their pencils? So all of us joined together to take down the MC, but before that happened, some dude got caught talking about the gang wars and snitched and ratted us out, and all the cops thought that it was a real gang, and it got shut down sadly, and nobody was injured. It was just for funsies, but everyone got caught and they were like, hey, stop this now or you guys will take this to the police. But that's one of the most fun stories to talk about from my middle school, and I still hold it to my heart today because of course I'm sharing it to you guys, and this is part of my community now is GG. And I really love talking about these types of stories because A, they're funny, B, they're cool, and 3, they look back at the lore and recaps of our childhood and before we went to high school and everything went to hell. Back whenever life was was more sustainable, back when life was more fun and you didn't have to worry about these constant troubles that you have in life. Guys, if you want me to make another one of these videos, get this video to 50 likes. Make sure to like, subscribe, join GG if you want to. After all this, it's $1 or $3 if you want to get level 2. All it does is help me out, helps you guys out, and if you guys want to do some stuff with me, make some videos with me or do whatever, I'm always down. Make sure to join my Discord, make sure to talk to me. You know, I'm still a little niche, so you know, I'm gonna make sure to support my fans as much as they support me. But anyways, I love you guys so much. If you guys want to see more videos like this, how to live your life, you know, different types of lore, all this type of stuff, I'm also gonna be making more gameplay videos, so make sure to tune into that. Anyways, love you guys. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Capiche.
Looks like you've been in a crash. iPhone will trigger emergency SOS if you don't.